guess what? The day has finally came, and today is the first recovery for King Fred. And it just so happens to be on our own dang Jeep. So right up there, we got the Jalopy stuck. Like, stuck. Let's go get King Fred, and let's get this thing recovered, and then we gotta get it fixed. But I'm just gonna show you guys, we do have our CF Moto up here. Luckily, we decided to not go Han Solo in the Jalopy because we knew it would break down. So we got the CF Moto unit with us. It's hauling us back to the shop so we can go get King Fred. We'll bring it back up with us, and we'll get this thing recovered.
No.
You ready to go? All crazy? You crazy little boy? Okay, get in your seatbelt. Do you want to win the side-by-side? Well, I want you to win the side-by-side. This is a brand new 2025 CF Moto U-Force U10 Pro. This thing's a 3-seater, it's red, it's beautiful. I can't wait for you to win it. Head over to RobbyLayton.com. For every $5 you spend, get yourself entered and win this sweet red side-by-side. Oh, I love it. Get out. My chariot. All right. We got old King Fred, and we are going on King Fred's first recovery. Taking all the kids. All right. We don't have King Fred quite finished, but the winches work and the wheel lift works, and we are going to recover our own mess ups. Looks like we found the broken down vehicle. There it is. They're the same color. Holy guacamole, they are the same color. Well, that's because that is our Jalopy. So, we came up here testing that old thing. We broke a U-joint, bent the tie rod, burned through the oil sending unit line. So Hillbilly's gonna start with the oil sender, get that changed out so we don't lose any more oil. Then we're gonna try and get it off those rocks, but we gotta get it carried back to the shop.
I gotta ask, how is the ride no shock?
Oh my gosh. Old King Fred needs some shocks, that is for sure. All right, so Hillbilly's gonna start with getting the oil pressure setting unit fixed on this thing, and then we'll figure out if we're going forward or back. Is that tire just chilling? See, that's the problem, we're bellied out. I missed the rock. Anyway, so we are currently the day before the off-road games, and the Jalopy is broken down, stuck on a rock with major issues. We have Owen's brother on his way to Rory Irish's to get a set of RCV axles to put in the Jalopy poo. It's a piece of poop right now. And then we're still gonna run these 42s. We're just gonna have RCVs. So come here, bud.
33s?
Oh, I mean, sorry, we're gonna keep, whoa! Oh, you're okay, good. We're gonna keep running our 43-inch tire maxes. Are you having fun? Under rocks? Here, do you wanna help? It's going right here. And look under the engine and yell at it. Say, you dang piece of junk! Say, you piece of junk!
Why is it not working?
Say, why are you a piece of junk?
Why are you a piece of junk?
Well, yeah, the piece of junk engine can't help it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you're the dog and sometimes you're the hydrant. Right now, we're the hydrant. You'll understand when you're older. So, we got a bent tie rod, so driving it out of here is not going to be very fun. We'll probably end up going backwards.
Oh, what?
So we'll back old King Fred up,
There you are.
winch it back, get it unstuck, and then figure out if we're carrying it out of here. I'm going to start it and make sure no oil's leaking. Go on. Come on. Well, looks like it's for sure getting hauled out of here. All right, so let's get old King Fred in position and get this thing out of here. We're gonna find out all of our flaws and everything today.
Oh, are you getting scared?
Getting my seatbelt on just in case. Good. I'm gonna pull forward and see if we can't get him up that rock. That tie rod's completely bent. All right. King Fred got his first scratch.
Exhaust.
First scratch! At least it's on my own vehicles. That's fine with me. Dang it. That's how it goes when you're doing recoveries on your own stuff. I'm gonna get flipped around and we'll get this thing pulled back in shop. Use that one up front. Easy. Easy.
Oh yeah.
It's worth it. Well, hopefully this rides out. Guess we'll see. It's test and tune day. We tested and tuned.
Test and tow?
Right.
Test and
Test and
tow.
Not bad for a first recovery. We're gonna get this Jalopy back and we gotta get that thing fixed because the off-road games are tomorrow. You guys have already seen them, but now you're seeing the disaster of what happens when we try to get to the off-road games.
One said he has enough muscle to turn it.
Oh, good. Then he can stay in it.
See, sometimes it's not that bad. It's so bad. Oh gosh. Oh my god. Gotta get over.
What's going on, Owen?
Something's bad. I have no control over what direction we go. Oh, hold up. Oh, we lost the brake line.
Okay, well, we have brake lines. Or we can get brake lines. Well, now we need to go back to Alex.
We just need to get the whole axle.
Oh my gosh. Hold that. It was going good till it didn't.
Well,
It was going great.
I started a thing with my brother to where we do 100 push-ups a day. I don't think I'm gonna have to do them today.
No, you were doing
I
great.
got plenty of a workout.
And your brakes aren't working now. So we're gonna have to pull it. We're gonna have to use Deja Blue as brake. Well, all this would have happened at the off-road games.
Well, I'll hopefully keep it from falling more off. Kind of hold it there a little bit.
We're just learning. All right, Rory is gonna get us a set of rear axles as well. He did say once you break a U-joint, you don't drive them. So we're gonna go ahead and carry this back, and then we gotta figure out my mishap over here with the brake caliper and the brake line, and that was my own fault because I didn't want to block traffic, so I pulled him through the intersection, and I ripped that off. Brake line.
I just heard you getting reprimanded by Rory.
Yeah. Rory is a smart man.
Yes.
That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say about that. Good? All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna back this thing into the shop and fix it.
We're supposed to be done.
You
Not more,
jinxed us.
not more problem.
He was like, we're done a day and a half early.
Day and a half before we have to leave. Usually it's the night of.
Yeah, I know.
Jinxed.
Almost
We're
like keeping my
jinxed.
mouth shut. Zip. Throw the key away.
One nice thing about all of this is that the jalopy broke here, so we can fix it. If it would have broke at Matt's or on top of the trail, then we would have had to been towed out. So this is the best worst case scenario.
All right, we are going to assume that this has a bad head gasket. So we have a head gasket, so we are going to change the head gasket and the water pump and the thermostat. Let's get what coolant is in it drained. Actually, we don't even need to get it drained. I'll bet it's low enough that I'm blowing it out. So let's get the battery out of it because we need to get a new one of those. And let's just start disconnecting stuff. And
This is the shop.
this is the shop.
Yeah.
This is your shop, huh? Are you learning how to make messes like Daddy? That's coolant, huh? Tell Corey, that's coolant.
Corey, that's cool.
And we got little Linky here learning how to take the water pump off and make a huge mess. But we got a head gasket to do. We got steering to fix. We got axles to change. We got knuckles to change. This is gonna catch. This is what my life is like right here. This is a good analogy of my life. So that's me in the center catching all the things that are going wrong. And this is all the stress. Okay? Does that
Seems to be a lot more stress.
Yeah! That's what I have control of. Right in the middle. But we're gonna get it done. We're gonna make it to the off-road games. Okay. I give up. I'm out. I'm gonna go home. I'm just gonna go home. We're just ruining everything. We are not having fun anymore.
I bet not.
All right, so check this out. The head is off. Owen's working on ball joints. We've got the other side all done. Sean's here for moral support. We have adult supervision. This is a disaster. It's a day before the off-road games. We already did a recovery with King Fred, but now we just realized that our head is warped. So I called my friends down there in Richfield at Industrial Injection, and Dustin and Brighton are gonna meet us at the machine shop tonight, and we're gonna unwarp this head. We're 15 thousandths out in the center. It looks like a big banana. So we're gonna take you guys along. We're gonna teach you guys how to unwarp a head. Then we've got to put it back on with a new head gasket. We got steering that needs to go in. We got RCV axles that need to go in. We got chromoly axles in the back. Braden, O-Dog's brother, went to Rory Irish's today and picked us up a slew of parts that we're going to put in this Jeep. So thankfully we test drove it. We broke it. We're fixing it. And now you guys are going to see a little glimpse of how we got to the off-road games and how we were able to win. Passenger, other way, your other passenger. Oh, passenger. Okay. Luckily, you run a night shift.
Yeah. Oh, this is more than time and a half here.
We got the goods, and we are at the machine shop in Richfield. Can you have it done in 5 minutes?
This is gonna take, especially as clean as it is. I mean,
It's super
like, look
clean.
how clean it is.
Yep.
It won't even go on our machines here.
Ready to
As
be
clean as it is,
touched.
So we're gonna get her cleaned up, and I'm gonna quote you about 6 hours. If we get it done before that, then
Hey, I got approval to be here for 6 hours, so we're good.
almost lost it.
This is a diesel shop. Don't lose gas stuff.
Yeah, we don't have any parts to replace any of the things we lose in here. So on this thing.
Now what, Dustin?
Now
apart.
we got it apart and we've checked some specs on it. We're gonna make sure that everything flies. It's roached, man. This it's definitely been eating some coolant. The valves are all rusted up. There's a lot of carbon buildup, which is pretty common. I mean, I wouldn't expect that, but I'm still going off what you said, 15 thousandths warp. We haven't checked that yet. We're gonna wash this thing up. We decided we're gonna rebuild it anyway. So while we're here, let's just make it brand new.
And it's 10 o'clock at night. So luckily they have a night shift. We're gonna go get this thing washed up.
This is our clean room.
Yeah, so clean.
It's actually pretty clean right now. But
It's clean for
no, this is
clean for a dirty room.
so this room right here, we ran what over, let's see, we did over 1,500 cylinder heads last year, and just close to, you can say each engine that we built a little over 400. We washed them twice in here, so they were washed dirty, and then we do a final wash. So
a lot of
this
washing.
room, just in Cummins and Duramax engines, it's done a little over 800 last year. That's just in 1 year.
All right, so it's been in there for a while. He's gonna pull it out and see what it looks like and get it all cleaned up. All right, so we're gonna get this head milled. So he's loading it up on his machine. What kind of machine is it? It's called the Burco milling machine. And we're gonna see exactly how messed up this head really is. All right, so we're going on our second pass. Well, one pass over, one pass back. Justin said it is pretty warped.
Right now we've gone down 1,500, 2,000 from when we touched off. We're only hitting this corner right here, and we'll probably only hit the corner on this corner over here. And so we'll tell you how many thousandths we go down to be able to get that completely flat.
Gotta make sure it's not scrambling.
I was gonna go glassy. All right,
So pretty.
she's back in business.
And it is 11:46. And we're gonna be loading this up and headed back to Ephraim.
Got it.
You guys are awesome.
Now you guys get her put back in and fixed back up, and
And then we're gonna win. We're gonna win. That's what he was trying to say.
yeah, yep.
All right, it is the next morning and I am still half asleep, but the guys at Industrial Injection, can't thank them enough. They didn't even charge me. They helped us out so that the Jalopy can make it to the off-road games. So we need to go get the head. I'm gonna show these guys just how big of an expert I am now. I actually didn't do any of it, but I watched. I could confidently pull valves out and put valves back in. It looks good though. So run and grab that. And then we're calling Rory because we have the RCVs and Owen is ready to put them in. Got a lot of stuff to do. This was a recovery video. Now it's a repair video. Yay.
All I see is a plastic bag.
Yep.
That ain't gonna hold no pressure. There's the head gasket. It'll seal perfectly. Okay, so the wire weld the surface where the intake and exhaust manifold mount up. So I'm just gonna take a red Scotch Brite on a wheel lock, and buzz over it, and then blow it out. Get ready to install it.
Okay, so I'm just getting these RCVs that we got from Rory put in. Says you got to make sure you get it into the carrier. Push it in. That was easy.
Yeah.
I guess it pays to know someone or know of someone who knows what they're doing. I probably would have bought this for a while. But thanks again to Rory. Sure we'll be thanking him all weekend. So get this put back together.
Put some silicone on the great, what I've called the Great Wall of China. Is this wall here? And that's just for oil, so you put silicone on it, I think, so that way it can't produce a leak. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not very familiar with these motors.
We got some good people on our side. We got Industrial Injection,
Rory,
Rory,
which he's a competitor.
yeah, Rory, and then we got Golan. Golan knows
A lot about these motors.
yeah. Okay, so right now we're checking, because we have a straight tie rod, and we're checking if we need to bend it and where we need to bend it for it to fit. So we're thinking instead of bending each end, we'll just give it a little bit of a bump right there in the middle, and then that way it should clear the diff cover. But we don't have Robby's bender here, so I'm gonna run this over to my house and give it a little bit of a bend in the middle, and then we'll come back and build a new tie rod. That's what Robby would kill me for.
So right now I'm trying to get the push rods installed, and it's Fight me. Okay, so this one that I'm on right now is the only one that gets torqued to 75. Now the reason for that is because it goes right into a coolant jacket, and you don't want to over torque it and crack the coolant jacket and then be where we're at now. So that one just goes to 75, the rest of them go to 80.
You're working on this thing like NASCAR, man.
No, it's kicking my butt. One thing I've always hate about every inline six out there.
Big hands and little spaces don't go together?
No, the intake manifold and exhaust manifold to take all the same bolts to hold it on.
Oh.
You got a whole boat. Not all of them.
Every 6-cylinder I've ever worked on, got a lot done. Got the head put on, intake and exhaust manifold put on, just tightening them up, but still got to do valve cover, run all the electrical back where it needs to be, coils.
Changing spark plugs, right? They did that.
No, we're doing that.
Okay, so I'm working on getting these axle shafts pulled out because we've got a new set again from Rory. These ones are chromoly axles, and we don't know what these ones are. So we'll put a brand new set of chromoly axle shafts in here. Will give us our best chance of not breaking them. So these got a semi-float rear end, so it's got a wheel bearing that's actually bolted on back here, and then it'll slide out. So it doesn't have a C-clip, and it doesn't have the bolts in the end. It's a little bit somewhere in the middle between the two, but get these pulled out.
All right, we're just about there. Hillbilly's got the head all torqued. We need to get the valve train all finished up, valve cover on. We're getting a new belt put on the front. Me and Sean are working on the steering. Owen already got the RCVs in. He's putting the chromoly axle shafts in the rear. He did find out that we have a chromoly shaft in the back, so we're gonna take those as spares. We're just about back together so that we can make it to the off-road games. And Sean's building some mounts, so we're gonna have even more light. We built these awesome mount brackets, and we're using the XL80 Baja design lights. So I'll get those wired in here in a little bit. This thing is gonna be lit up like a Christmas tree. All right, we think we got the length. Sean's gonna go cut that. We'll get it put in, and we left ourselves enough adjustment that we can align it.
Okay, so the other side's all done. And as you can see, this side is just about all done. I'm just getting the brake on. Gotta get the wheel spacer back on, and then we can get the tires back on this thing. And then still a lot to do in the front. So I'll go back up and start helping with that. But I think we're gonna get this done. I don't want to jinx anything, but it's going good.
Okay, not to jinx me or us, but I'm hoping this is the last thing do with the motor that we have to get done.
All right, so things are really coming along. We've got the steering back in it. We got the ram hooked back up. We've got the head back on it. We've got everything ready. Hillbilly is hooking up the fuel pump, and we're gonna see if this baby fires. And guess what? If it starts, then we're headed to the off-road games with it, and we are gonna win with the Jalopy. Hit it, Hillbilly. Yeah, way better. Level up a little. Oh, good. That's way better. Hey, look, it's like it was meant to be. What do you think, boss?
Hey, I think no more test runs until the day of.
Why? Then we'll be screwed. So, we just need to get the hood on it, a little bit more steering finalized, get the tires on it. We've got 2 lights to hook up. We're gonna be loading this thing and headed to the off-road games. Now, if you guys hadn't seen that video, head back to last Sunday's video, check it out, leave a comment. We're playing futuristic things because we're in the past, but we're in the future. I wanna thank Industrial Injection. They're getting a windshield sticker because they are so awesome. Brighton and Dustin, they took us to their machine shop last night. We worked until 1 o'clock in the morning. We got the head right. They wouldn't accept my money. So I need you guys' help. Let's go support them. If you want, go to their social medias and tell them thanks. But we got a decal to get put on.
You can't see it.
I screwed up. We're gonna go against my golden rule. We're gonna try to
Put it on there.
put it on top of it. Hold that side.
Ready?
It's not gonna be perfect.
Set.
Don't you move. Just stay where you're at.
Move.
This is gonna be 3D. So we're doing a 3D illusional sticker right now.
We're barely off, just barely.
No, but it's an illusion sticker.
It's only
so.
1D. No one can use it.
Yeah, and it's only shadowed on the top.
Oh no.
I don't think it's gonna stick to it. So.
Yeah, that's.
Ah!
Everybody be quiet.
Look, it's perfect.
It just looks like it has a shadow on the top.
Brother.
That looks fine enough.
It's center.
Thank you, industrial injection. Yeah, you can't even tell. All right, you guys, we are 1 week post off-road games. And as you've seen in all the other videos, we already won. We won, huh? Yeah. Editor, tell the people we won.
So let it be known, the true winner of the Matt's off-road games was actually Robby Layton. The Peck brothers were only declared the winners because Robby, in a rare act of sportsmanship, decided to let them have their moment.
They just accepted our award. We'll go steal it after.
After all, he figured winning too many things in one lifetime just isn't fair to the rest of the world.
So today, we're actually 2 days before the off-road games, and we're getting ready to go. So we got King Fred in the background. We're gonna shine her up. There's no axles in the front, so that means there's no four-wheel drive, so that means this is gonna be a pavement princess. All we're doing is taking King Fred down to show you guys, so you guys can have fun taking pictures and seeing King Fred in the wild. Owen's outside getting tracks put on the Laymo. We're getting this thing ready. We need to put tires on my truck. We need to get merch ready. We have so much stuff to do. We're gonna show you guys, we're making all our hats in-house. Every $5 you spend on the website right now at robbylayton.com, you're gonna be entered into our CF Moto U10 Pro 3-seater giveaway. We're gonna be running that until April 9th. Whoever wins it, we're gonna ship that machine to your closest dealer, fly out, give it to you, and everybody's gonna be happy. So make sure you hit the website, robbylayton.com. We have tons of new gear, tons of new merch that we dropped at the off-road games. Don't wait, go get it. The off-road games are awesome. Back to work.
We're taking the borrowed tracks off, and we're putting Robby's new set of tracks on the limo. They're a little bit bigger, make it look a little bit cooler. I'm just getting all that swapped out, pulling our 7 spacers off to make those work, because these ones are actually the right bolt pattern. We've got a lot of stuff to do. Hey, there it is. All 4 new tracks are on the limo. So now we just gotta get this thing washed up, because it's a little bit dirty. Then we'll get this loaded on a trailer. I think that's about it. I think this one's ready to go.
All right, so one thing that we forgot in the last video, check this out. My friend Ian from Ken Garff West Valley Chrysler Jeep Dodge got me a Jeep emblem. Now, this is a narrowed grill, so we were gonna do Jep, but I kind of like the way it looks with Jeep. So, haters will say it's fake.
It is.
Looks so good. But we have a little bit of fan mail. Oh, this is from my online bully that hands down makes the best drill bits on planet Earth. Ken Cut drill bits. Well, we really do have some fan mail, so we'll show you guys that here in a second. Oh, yes! I saw this at another YouTuber's facility. So we got us a drill bit case.
Ta-da!
Seriously, he sent you pinks? Thanks. Look at this, Sean. We're gonna be stocked up. Oh, we got some shirts and some banners. We have drill bits now. Look at that.
Only the case is clean.
No, when they drill and they smoke, it's pink smoke.
So anyway, now Sean's got some stuff he's got to put away. We'll put it over on the adult side. All right, so we've got the S-Pod all wired up. Oh, and let's check them all. Start turning, not the first 2 because those are the lockers, but the third one.
Oh!
Perfect. First, second, and third. Backlights, off, low beams. Got it. The S-Pod is working. So we're gonna get the hood put on, we'll get the wheel and tire back on, and then the jalopy's done, right?
Yeah, shut your pie hole.
Then we'll be able to load it. Last time I said it was done, we broke everything. All right, so these are our brand new Robby Layton edition flag mounts. Look at that. Look at that. Pressure fit. All you gotta do, tighten it with your hand. Never coming off. All right, I think we're ready. I think the Jalopy is officially ready to get on the trailer. All right, so we got the mirror getting glued. While it's drying, we'll pull this around so Hector can clean it up so we can get it loaded. We got a big old storm coming, so we're trying to put everything we can inside the shop. Go check that wall out. All right, so Hector's gonna clean this up, get all the mud off it so it looks halfway decent. We can load it on the trailer. We're gonna finish my tires. We got a bunch of stuff to do on King Fred. We got some fan mail to show you guys. All right, so you guys might remember a few weeks ago, we blew a tire out because Hillbilly wrecked my truck. Owen was there, Colton was there, Hillbilly was there, and we all remember.
I did not.
We all remember.
The sign wrecked your truck.
We all remember. So, got a hold of BFG. We got some brand new all-terrains. We're gonna hurry and throw a set of all-terrains on this because we have got to hook it up with the trailer because this bad boy is gonna be pulling the Lamo and the Jalopy all the way down to San Hollow for the off-road game. So Owen's gonna start getting all the tires off. We're gonna be using our John Bean tire machine and balancer, getting these things done up and put them back on so we can get hooked up with the trailer.
Oh, off to a good start.
I want tire removed. I'm gonna hurry and take the gun, go pull the truck original spare off, put the BFG spare on because it's gonna now be the main, and put the spare back into the truck so if we ever have an issue we have a spare tire with us. So
all right, so we're using this brand new Hoffman Monty 3550. Get these tires mounted up. We're not gonna load the Jalopy until the morning because we got a crazy storm coming in. Watch this. This is the Hoffman Geodyna 8200. It's spinning right now, and it is measuring what size of wheel and tire combo we have on this machine. Look at that. Measuring tire and wheel, it'll tell us what it is. I have 1 billion pounds of weight on it right now. So it wants 23 ounces and 31 ounces. Wow, that's with weight on.
Rory's gonna be mad at you.
Why? Because I didn't get
wanted white wall out.
You know what? If Rory wanted white walls out, Rory could have mounted these. That's all I gotta say about that. Holy weight. And I don't have anybody to yell at, because guess who balanced these? Me. All right, so we got the tire set. We need quite a bit of weight, but this is a 37-inch tire. And usually people use balancing beads, and I don't like them. We're using weight. So I've got this little brake on here that holds it right where I need to put the weight on it. And we'll just slap them on. All right, it's zeroed out.
Hector, let me tell you what he's got washed. He's washed the giveaway side by side. He's washed the 6-seater side by side. He's washed the Jalopy. Now he's moving on to King Fred. So we're gonna go get King Fred, pull it around to the wash bay so Hector can wash King Fred. We need to wash it because we took it on its first recovery. So since it's snowing out, does that mean like it's going to be like the pre-wash? Like you kind of get a little bit wet before it goes into the main water. One, two, three. How many you washing?
Guácate.
Man.
¿Cuándo?
Now King Fred, huh?
¿Tienes? ¿King Fred?
Sí.
Adonde está leche?
Sí.
Huh?
Diga, sí. Sí.
No.
Oh, sí. Sí.
No.
Okay?
What's no?
Okay?
No.
Tú hacemos sí.
Uno.
Diga, sí.
Dos.
No.
Sí is no.
Diga sí.
No. Cinco.
Diga.
Sí is no.
Hey, así, hey, sí.
It's like those memes have been going around. It takes two people to wash stuff. Come on, Hector, grab on. All right, let's go. Right?
No, mucho.
Last tire. Done. We got us them new tires. Now we're gonna set the TPMS sensors. We'll get this set and the truck is done. All right, we're gonna send this out to Hector. He's gonna get the truck washed. We gotta load the merch trailer. We have so much to do. It's almost getting dark. It's snowing on us. All right, so Hillbilly got the wipers on King Fred, but we have a bunch of fan mail that we have been neglecting to open. So we're gonna go through all this real quick. And then we got a really cool box to show you. And then we are loading Fred up and getting out of here. So first one comes from Fretwood Mac. This guy, this has been here for a while, so thank you. But check this out. He made some screwdrivers. one for me, one for the boss. Those are pretty cool. This is from Justin Estep. He sent us some tubing fixture plates. So we'll give these to Sean and let Sean use them on some tubing. This is for the boss of Robby, Layton. Adley's not here, so we'll give it to her mommy. We have some laser engraved key tags. We'll give these to her. Thank you for that. This box is from Roland. Roland is who we got the 73 Dodge Challenger for. So he actually sent us some parts that he found in his garage. So thanks, Roland. Brock is super happy with his new Challenger. This one's from two brothers, Doug Hamby. Made some RLN keychains. Those are pretty cool.
3D printed.
They're all 3D printed.
Really good 3D printing then.
Yep. His 3D printer is obviously better than ours. Thank you. Dave and Jackie, Max Gear Armor. Zip tie gun. That's cool. Supposedly it tightens and then cuts. Thank you. Looks like Joseph Hayden made us some King Fred RLN emblems that are super cool. Now I know I had a bunch of people reach out wanting sizes and I neglected to get back to them because I've been so busy, but thank you for sending those. This is from Cooper's Truck and Auto. So this is from Schnuckle Offroad. He sent us a bunch of, they're like clevises, but check this out. These get put on and then they open up. So, I mean, they have to get bolted together. You put the nuts on them and it stays together and then they open up like this. So that's super cool. We'll probably put those on our Jeep. So thank you for that. But last but not least, one of the coolest things I've ever gotten in my life, and you guys are gonna be the first to open it with me. We have a box in here from Billet Badges. Now, if you don't know what Billet Badges is, look them up. So we had Steve, their main designer, reach out to me when we asked about emblems for King Fred. I had a lot of people reach out, but Billet Badges, they literally do this as their full-time job. CNC machined billet aluminum, 100% made in America since 2003. BilletBadges.com, 760-654-3456. Tell them Robby sent you. Before I show you guys these emblems, I do want to talk to you. Steve reached out from Billet Badges. They did an amazing job. And so I asked him, I was like, hey, if these are awesome, I want to give back to my audience. So if my audience ever needs badges, they can do it. So for 15% off, you guys can use code RL King Fred. Again, that is RL King Fred, RLKINGFRED, for 15% off at BilletBadges.com. Without further ado, here's the first emblem.
Oh,
look at that.
I want one of those. Not that says Fred, but
look at that. That is the coolest thing I've ever seen. That is an all billet 6061 aluminum CNC made badge that says Fred with flame blue.
I'm gonna have to get on there and see if you can make one with Ford. Make it just a Ford one for my truck.
Well, why would you want Ford? Buy a Ford one. They make
aluminum ones.
They make custom badges. Okay, now we have.
They'll customly say hillbilly.
Oh my god.
Don't wait. I mean, but wait. There's more. Look at that. Cummins 5.9 industrial injection. Now, I have not seen this in person yet, but I did send them the design. Here we go. Look at that.
Wow.
What? These are like the greatest things I've ever seen.
Wow.
You guys make sure you head over to BilletBadges.com. Support them. They supported us. I don't even know what to say. And if you want a King Fred badge, call them up. I don't see why you couldn't have that in your hanging up on your wall. The moment we've all been waiting for. How freaking cool that looks.
That looks way cool.
Sean, bottom of this emblem and the tape line, are they straight?
Looks pretty good.
You got one shot, one opportunity.
Wow.
All right, we are out of here. We got the convoy ready. We got the merch trailer. We got King Fred on the Freightliner. We got the 2CF Moto, U-Force, U10XL, U10 Pro. The one on the back is a giveaway. One on the front, that's ours. So we're taking that down for some friends so they can ride around for the weekend. We got the truck loaded up with the limo. And we got the XJK Jalopy. And we are out of here. So we can't wait to meet everybody. And if you can't make it, make sure you head over to RobbyLayton.com, get yourself entered into winning that machine back there. For every $5 you spend on RobbyLayton.com, you're gonna get entered. We'll see you at the games. And remember, if you never quit, you'll never fail. Thanks for watching.